Alright, so you finished the Blackest Beautiful now. Can you tell us a bit about it?
Yes, I can tell you that I hope that you think it's a good album. You being the gentleman behind the camera as well as the person behind the probably computer screen. We put every ounce of ourselves into this record, and by no means is that like an exaggeration. We really tried very hard to make sure that we did everything we could to make this record the record that it's supposed to be. Especially, I feel as though there's a lot of questions about the follow-up to Fake History, and we want to make sure that it definitely succeeds Fake History in a very impressive manner. So, yeah.
Alright, so how did you guys go about writing a record?
We wrote a lot on the road because we tour interminably, so we're never really you know, in a place to write, or like a scheduled place to write. So we did a lot of writing on the road, and between us all, we would share these parts and these ideas with each other and try to make songs. And when we got home for the official writing process, that's what we did. We wrote we got together just about every day and wrote you know, in efforts to make like an awesome record. And after we recorded the first time, it was exciting, but it wasn't complete. So we went back and recorded it again, and then we went on tour. And while we were on tour, we brought our you know, some recording equipment that we had purchased, and we recorded on tour in places like the van, people's houses, haunted bathrooms in Cuban clubs in Florida, and what have you. And we came back again from home and recorded again. It may seem a bit like frenetic, but it's actually just all of those things were efforts to make sure that we did everything we could to make the record we felt you know, people deserved to hear.
So there's a lot of different like sounds and styles going on in the record. Where do you guys draw your influences from?
I think that's it's a very wide palette with Let Live. You know, we all grew up listening to different things, and I think when we meet in the middle is our appreciation for all those things and the respect we have for each other's abilities as well as you know, each other's tastes. So I think with that we try to find the most tasteful way to integrate all of those things in the record.
So you really pushed the boundaries musically on the record. Did this come naturally, or did you really focus on doing this?
No, I don't really think we focused too much on anything other than writing a cool song. You know, like just things that we thought perhaps maybe paid homage to different bands in the past, or different, you know, different subject matters, whatever it was. It just, I think the most organic method of writing is the most effective for us.
So with Fake History, it was self-produced and self-released. How would you compare that to the Blackest Beautiful?
I would say that Fake History was like the preliminary and sort of a warm-up to what the Blackest Beautiful is now. It was sort of a way to make a statement and sort of show ourselves as this band, and the Blackest Beautiful is more of a validation of the band that people know as Let Live currently.
So it's your first record whilst being on Epitaph. Did they have much input on the record?
None other than just supporting us. I mean, they really were just super supportive, and they let us know what they liked about it, and they really just, I mean, and I think that's actually something that gets sort of undermined, you know, when a label's that supportive. That's a huge deal. Like, it means a lot, and they gave us so much support in so many different ways. Like whether it was like giving us more money to go record because we felt we needed to, or just the time we needed, or just like the moral sort of you know, support we needed. They gave it all to us, and we're very thankful for that. Thank you, Epitaph.
So I feel like you guys have stepped it up with this record. Did you guys feel any pressure going into it, considering the success of Fake History?
I don't know. I don't honestly. Like, I don't think we really. I don't think we noted this quote unquote success of Fake History as the end all. You know, it wasn't really like, the pressure didn't come from that. The pressure more so came from ourselves. I would say, like, came from ourselves wanting to do better, and Fake History wasn't really on our mind. You know, I think that Fake History was an essence, and Let Live is part of that essence, so it will inherently happen in everything we do. You're gonna always find like that idea of let live in everything we do.
So did you have any like set out goals that you wanted to have with the sound of the record?
Just to be as accessible to as many people as possible without seeming contrived. You know, I think that was the only real like focal effort, was just making sure that we do it seamlessly and we just, everything's natural. But I think if I'm to note or like point out any sort of objective, it was just to speak to as many people as possible, really.
So do you have any expectations in how people are going to respond to the record?
I would expect them to think that it was what was to come for Let Live. I really do expect people that actually understand and appreciate Let Live in an authentic way to feel how we feel about it. We feel like it was just a natural progression.
So you guys have been around for a while, but it seemed that you really exploded after Fake History in 2011. What do you think you can credit to that?
Honestly, I think that the amount of touring and putting ourselves in front of different people in a live setting really helped out. But as far as promotions and such, the Catalyst award would have to go to Epitaph again, because they reissued a record that nobody else would reissue, and you know, they believed in something that we believed in the same way we believed in it. That's a tongue twister. And yeah, I think that the marriage of the support, not only from Epitaph, but people that listen to the music, patrons of Let Live, friends, I think that's what really helped us out, is like that crazy idea of like word of mouth, you know?
So you guys are known for going wild on stage. Where do you get all that energy from?
Sugar and past events.
So do you think that like your live performances are a big part of your recent success?
I would hope that it has something to do with, you know, winning people over, if you will. But you know, ultimately I really want everything from the aesthetic to the music to the performance to the, again, here it is, the essence of Let Live. I want that to be the reason that we're successful, if that's possible.
So you're down here supporting Deftones right now. After the release, will you be looking to come back to Australia?
Absolutely. I mean, honestly, I've been asked this question a few times. You know, my affinity for Australia is quite strong. I really enjoy it. We all really enjoy it. This band finds that Australia sort of embraces Let Live in a way that maybe not, you know, other regions do not. So we have to make sure that we nurture that, and we say thank you to those people that are Australia.
So how's the Deftones tour so far?
Fantastic. You know, we've always respected this band, but beyond that, like, we've always been fans of this band. So to be on the same stage, on the same ticket as this band, performing side by side, is surreal. Is not even a big enough word. It's an honor, and it's very inspiring to be a part of this tour. Absolutely.
So what do you guys have planned in terms of tour and promotion once the record's released? Alongside
the things we can't do, which, you know, without the help of fantastic people at labels and you know, things of the sort, I think the best promotion we can ask for is just word of mouth. It's just people talking and people understanding what we're doing and trying to share it with people. I think that's sort of been lost in promotions and music and art in general. And I don't know whose fault it is. I'm not going to try to place any blame, but as a band, we're going to try to make an effort to change that and promote the word of mouth.
Well, thanks for speaking to AMH TV today.
Dude, thanks.